Hi, I'm Laura Christianson with Blogging Bistro, where we transform non-techies into savvy online marketers. Welcome to episode number 1 of my Facebook Live broadcast, Marketing Munchies, where you'll get snack-sized tips to help you improve your website, blog, and social media marketing. During this episode, I am in my native environment, which happens to be my dining room, where my standing desk is currently balanced precariously on a bunch of boxes from Costco, sitting atop my dining room table. If you hear screaming in the background, it's the preschool neighbor boys next door because they're outside playing on the swing set, or it could possibly be my husband who is out working in our garden and shoveling dirt. Well, today I have 2 marketing munchies to share with you. Item number 1, be careful what you ask for on social media. You may have heard this week's big news in Great Britain in which the NERC, which stands for Natural Environment Research Council, invited the public to christen a new British research vessel, which is a 129-meter long icebreaker. Well, what they did was they created a Name Our Ship website, and they asked people to submit serious, environmental, inspirational, or historical names for the Royal Research Ship. They received 7,000 unique entries. The winning name, by a landslide, Boaty McBoatface. Now, Boaty McBoatface got 3 times more votes than the runner-up. Over 124,000 people who have a good sense of humor voted for that name. Now, frankly, I love the name Boaty McBoatface. It makes me smile and even laugh every time I hear it. I think it reminds me of when my sons were little and they used to float their plastic boats in the bathtub. However, British officials say they will not respect the results of the voting, and they claim that Boaty McBoatface does not reflect the serious nature of the science the ship will be doing. Lesson learned: when you put a People's Choice poll online, be prepared for people to respond in unexpected ways, even when you give them very clear instructions about what you think are the appropriate responses. Item number 2 has to do with the Associated Press Stylebook update. Now, the Associated Press Stylebook has made a change that affects all of us who use the words internet and web in writing. Starting June 1st, these words, internet and web, will be lowercase. Now, internet and web used to be considered proper nouns, and so they were always capitalized, but they have morphed into generic terms, so capitalization is no longer needed. Now, add those changes to 2 other recent AP Stylebook updates. Email, the word email, is no longer hyphenated. It used to be E-M-A-I-L. Now it's simply E-M-A-I-L, all lowercase, no hyphen. And the word website, which used to be 2 words, capital W-E-B space S-I-T-E, is no longer 2 words. It is now W-E-B-S-I-T-E, all one word, and it is not capitalized. Now, I will be republishing this video, hopefully, if everything works out according to plan, at bloggingbistro.com. So if you're a visual person who needs to see the changes to the AP Stylebook in print, check out bloggingbistro.com tomorrow. Now, I have used the AP Stylebook for decades. In fact, I have sitting on my desk a copy that I dug up. Here's, I'll show it to you. This is the 1965 edition of the Associated Press Stylebook. No, I have not been using the AP Stylebook since 1965, but I did used to teach high school journalism, and I found this copy that one of my predecessors had tucked away in a file cabinet in my classroom, and I kept it figuring that it might become a collector's item someday. Who knows? Maybe it is. Well, I hope that you'll visit bloggingbistro.com tomorrow for a replay of this broadcast and the show notes and a Facebook infographic that explores the question, does Facebook help or hinder relationships? I'm also working on several blog posts, and in upcoming posts I'll be sharing some tips on how to adjust the settings in your Twitter account so that you can view all the tweets of the people who follow you in your Twitter timeline instead of only the ones that Twitter thinks you should be seeing. And one of our guest columnists will give you some really great tips for taking your own stock photos. I'm really excited about that post. I'm also going to be showing you a beautiful website that we built recently for one of our author clients. And I'm currently beta testing a couple of really cool new apps. And I'll share my findings and my tutorials for how to use those apps in upcoming blog posts. Well, that wraps up my first episode of Marketing Munchies. I'd love to hear what you think of this new venture into live video streaming, so please be sure to leave a comment. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.